guys, I'm gonna do live readings. So if you have a question for me, and yes, I'm going part fairy. I don't have my wings on, but because of Cynthia Longreader, who is the psychic mermaid of Galveston, I just couldn't help it. She knows I have more of the fairy energy. She has more of the mermaid energy. So today I am doing fairy stuff. So just let me know if you have a question. I'm going to be taking questions and doing readings for you guys. I know that I did have a question already for Mary, so I'm going to start with Mary Brito. So I'm going to just tune into her for a second here. Hi, Mary. For you, as far as messages go, you have this guide with you who's very short, this little guy, and he's kind of like this very cute, very smart little guy with you. Mary, I feel like he's your main guide right now, so he's giving you a lot of insight all the time. So you probably hear his voice in your head chattering away. So just listen more to him. One thing he's saying right now is for you to drink more water and to eat more green stuff. Like leafy greens, vegetables. But he's talking about nutrition and health for you. So just make sure that you're giving your body everything it needs to, give yourself the water and the green foods before anything else, like maybe starting your meal out with your greens and then, eating more after that. So make sure you give yourself what you need to stay healthy. He is kind of, watching over you and taking care of you, and he's really just wanting you to be your very best. So hopefully, Mary, that gives you a little help. Thanks for tuning in today. So let's get to Teresa. Teresa has a question. What is blocking her creativity? Hi, everybody that's tuning in. Thanks for joining us today. I'm taking questions. So Teresa, you can relate. You were born in Ireland. That's pretty cool. You can relate to fairies. Well, I have that big fairy energy. So I'm also part Irish. So you have a question about what's blocking your creativity. I'll tell you, just you. You're in your own way right now. I would say really what needs to happen is for you to step aside more, because it's the same. Creativity and channeling are the same thing. So if you are, if you're trying to write or draw or even dance or do music, anything creative, that's channeling the divine energy. So if you're blocked creatively, it also equals being blocked from the source, from that divine energy. So make sure that you kind of relax, meditate more. Even guided meditation can be really helpful, but make sure that you work toward relaxing your body and your mind so that you can get out of your own way. It's not something that you seek. Creativity is an inspiration that comes. So it's not something you're going to gain by doing something. It's really about not doing anything. It's about giving yourself time to just be quiet and sit and relax. And I guarantee you're going to get that, first line of a story in your head or inspiration for a drawing. So make sure that you always leave room every day for some time for just zoning out. And I don't mean TV, I mean no stimulation. Just let yourself meditate and be still so that you can get the inspiration coming in for your creativity. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Brandy. Cynthia, thank you all for joining us today. I am doing live readings, so if you have a question, I'm going to try to get that for you. So Sherry has a question. Could you tell me if my partner and I will be getting married? If so, when do you see us getting married? Will it be a lifelong lasting marriage? Okay, so Sherry, let me tune into that for a moment. I do see you getting married. It feels like the fall because I'm seeing a lot of leaves changing color and that brisk wind starting to come up from summer. You start feeling that wind come in, that brisk part of winter just saying hello. So, yeah, I see you getting married in the fall. I also feel like you're going to definitely have a lifelong marriage. This is definitely the partner for you. You two are really great as far as how you two match in your relationship. It feels good. It feels really good. There's definitely a friendship there, a strong friendship as well. What I'm hearing though, make sure that you always listen. Make sure you always listen to him. I want to say to each other, but he's not here. You're the one asking and you're the only one that has control over you. So my advice is to, not mine, but your guides are just saying, please listen to him. So sometimes your ego might want to take over and be in charge and control him and control the situation. And the only way for everything to really be beautiful, and the potential is great for beauty within this marriage of yours, is to step back and listen. If there's a conflict of any kind, don't react right away. Don't make big decisions. Just step back and let yourself kind of recheck in and analyze the situation, but allow yourself to really hear him. And I feel like that's the only thing that causes some tension, is just not really always fully listening to each other. It's really decadent for us to try to control people, especially our partner. We're like, well, I love you, you love me, that means I get to control you now and tell you what to do. It can be so easy to fall into that, and that's why a lot of marriages don't last, is because we try to control other people, especially those who we love. But if you realize that you're a whole person and you don't need anybody else, you don't need approval, you don't need someone else to make you happy, that you're just together because you enjoy being together, that is really all you need, is just to enjoy each other and make decisions that are beneficial for all involved. So again, listening is important, but you guys are going to do great together, and I'm really happy for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate compliments. I'm always open to compliments. Hi, Lita. How are you? And Diana, you have a question as well. I'm a grandmother who's not connecting well at the moment with your 14-year-old granddaughter. What should I do to help her understand that I'm showing her how to function in the everyday world? She can't seem to follow rules, sloppy and messy. Okay, so Diana, you've got a teenager. It sounds like you have a typical teenager. So two things I'm getting from there. One is things will get better. She's going through a phase right now, and she is going to get better. She's going to get a feel for her own structure and her own kindness and all the things that she's capable of doing. They're going to come in time. So number one, Diana, be patient. Be really patient with her. And I know part of it is you, when you look inward, that it's kind of you don't have a lot of patience for yourself, and you're kind of self-critical. And I feel like, it's really important to allow her to teach you. Allow your granddaughter to show you some of that she has to offer. loosening you up a little bit. Sometimes we get caught up in what we want to do. This is the way to do things, must do it my way, and forget that, God is looking at you through this other person, that they're showing you something that you don't have, and it's a gift. So try to look at her too. Try to look at what she's doing and go, you know what, today let's be sloppy. Let's just throw our clothes everywhere. Try that. Try doing what she's doing. One thing is going to happen for sure. She is going to take you more seriously because you're going to speak her language. She's going to think, okay, she understands me. She's hearing me. She knows what I want. And so that's really going to help you two bond, and she'll have more respect for you. So just go a little bit her way. It never works when you have two strong personalities trying to tell each other what to do, no matter what age. So make sure that you give a little bit, or say, you know what, you can have a sloppy room, but on this day of the week, let's try to tidy up or do your own laundry. You can do that, but I also want you to start out with, hey, let's do things your way for a little bit. Listen to her. Okay, again, I think listening is a big theme today. Listen to other people, because there is so much wisdom that other people have. And sometimes we forget that others have so much to give us. Everybody, even those people that we do not like or rub us the wrong way, man, they sometimes have the most to give us if we just stop and listen. Hi Nathan, thanks so much for tuning in. My estranged love of my heart, ready to surrender her heart to me. Okay, so that's a good question. I've got a short and long answer for you, Nathan. The short answer is no. The short answer is no, she's not ready. The long answer is you're not ready either. And it's just timing. It's really about timing. And timing hasn't been right, and when we're talking about the universe and how everything works, you have to have everything, working in perfect timing and harmony. And you don't always get to choose when that is, but you can just go with the flow, give it up to the universe and say, you know what, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But that feeling of desperation especially is pushes those things away. So make sure you're in a really happy place for yourself. Make sure that you're always in a place that is of wholeness and beauty and love, and you will attract to you exactly what you need. So my feeling right now is to let her go, and let her go completely. And I know it's a cliche, but the idea of letting something go, and if it belongs to you, it comes back to you. But if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. So make sure that you have let go completely. And that also means of expectations, because oftentimes in relationships, it's the expectations that kill people, that kill their relationship. Is, I expect you to be this. Why aren't you being this for me? I love you, so why aren't you giving me everything? I did all this for you, so you should love me back, right? Relationships can turn into contracts, can turn into business situations where people expect to get something from the other person, and it's so easy to fall into that trap. What happens is that just pushes each other away. That's too much pressure, too much responsibility. The romance goes out the window. So make sure that you have a full open heart to whatever comes in whatever form it comes in, and whether it's her or someone else. You deserve only happiness, but only you can get that for yourself. So I hope that answers your question, Nathan. You're going to have the love you need. It's just about timing right now. All right, so Brandy, thanks for tuning in. Will my husband and I be blessed with a child, or should I give up? So Brandy, number one, I always say give up. I really hate those posters that say never give up. Forget that. Giving up is the only time that God can move through you, that the universe can work its miracles, because you aren't controlling anything. So give up, always give up. Let go, let God. Yes, I want you to do that. Number two, I do see you with the baby. I do see you with the baby. You're holding this sweet baby, and it feels like a boy. Very, very beautiful. I mean, the face is just very old soul. But I see you with this baby. So yes, you're definitely going to have one. But it's not going to happen in the way that you expect it to. Let me just say that. It's not going to happen in the way you expect it to. So be sure to kind of open yourself up, Brandy, to however that miracle is going to happen for you, that baby. So just be open. But I do see him in your arms, and I see you so happy. It's coming for you. I just feel like crying because I feel the tears running down your face holding him. So I know it's going to be so real. I'm really excited for you. Thanks for tuning in so much, you guys, today. Teresa, you were right on in my reading. Great, Teresa. I'm glad I could help. You're welcome, Nathan. Sherry, thank you. I'll definitely take your advice and stop, listen, and not react. You're 100% right. I do try to control things. Everyone and everything around me. I need to work on that. So I'll pay attention more. I'm happy to hear. Yeah. You're welcome, Sherry. And remember, you know, we have so much to learn. All of us do. And what I call the hamster in the wheel is our own brain. The hamster is just running, but I'm getting somewhere. I'm thinking, I'm so smart, I'm getting somewhere. But guess what? You're not going anywhere. It's the same records that keep replaying in our minds. The only way that we learn, the only way that we grow, the only way we become better people is through others. So we have to respect that. We have to respect those experiences and how differently other people do things. If you're having a great time in a relationship and you two are just having so much fun and do all these great things together, you're probably not learning and growing together. It's those people that there's friction. Those are the people that have the most love for you. Those are the people that have a contract with you before they come here to teach you, for both of you to learn from each other. And if you are the one asking a question, that means you're the one that does have a choice right now to choose to enjoy and love, choose to listen and be present and interact in a very beautiful way with that person so that you can get the most out of it. Just milk those things, milk those relationships, milk those people. I find that people love to talk. You know, in classes and any situation, somebody will start talking about themselves. And my feeling is, well, this person already knows all this stuff. It's all already in your head. You know it. So why are you sharing it? Why are you telling us stuff that you already know? Is it because you want attention? Is it you want someone to share in those experiences? Are you just being decadent and replaying all of your records out loud? It's when we listen that we truly get these amazing experiences. So I recommend going a whole day just listening. Can you do that? I wonder if you could do that. Listening to everybody and not saying anything, and definitely not talking about yourself. You can say, tell me more if you want to talk. But just listen. And first of all, you know what you're going to find is there's not going to be any arguing, because you're just going to hear these people out and they're going to feel better about themselves because they stated their opinion. Let them go about their way, and you can take all that information all day long and go, how does this apply to me in my life, and how can I use this? It's like hunter-gatherer. It's like going around and getting information. Just listen all day long and see how your life changes today. Just try it. You're welcome, Brandy. And Teresa, I'm glad I could help. Emily, how can my friend Julie heal, and can her relationship be healed? All right, Emily, let me tune in for that question. So I hear time. You know, Emily, time is going to heal. As far as the relationship goes, I don't feel like it's going to ever, just go back to what it was. Lita, I will get to you. I will. I promise. Emily, it's really about, it's about her moving forward right now. It's about Julie finding what she needs to heal. And that is time, and it's also support, but not the kind of support that sits around and helps her feel sorry for herself, but it's about looking at a brand new her, reinventing herself, finding a new path. So I feel like that's what she needs right now, is to be going in another direction. So try not to support her in replaying those old records, but maybe support her in her present state. Like, hey, let's sit and meditate together, or let's try a new painting class. Trying something different, exploring who she is, exploring what she needs right now. But I really feel like it's more important for her to find who she is and be happy with that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So Lita, I remember I did a reading for you last time you tuned in. Let me just see what they have for you today. Things are getting better. Since I tuned into you last, Lita, you feel lighter. I saw kind of a boulder in your path last time, and now there's just some rocks, like smaller rocks that got broken up. So I know that time is all you needed for this, because things have changed. There are still a few hurdles there that are kind of like keeping you in place. But once those get broken up, then you're going to have a clear path to move forward. So don't worry. It may feel like, why is nothing happening? Why are things not moving the way I want them to? Is this going to last forever? Especially when there's depression involved. It feels like it's going to last forever, but it's not. It's not. You're going to be in a really wonderful place by springtime. Okay. Things are going to change for you. So don't be afraid to, just relax right now. Don't try to force yourself to do anything big, make any big choices. I really want you to take this time to give up, okay? To relax, not worry about what your next step is, but be present right now. This is the thing. I talk about connecting to God, connecting with that divine source. Everybody is looking for that. That's why there's millions of religions, there's books, there's all these things out there. People are seeking connection. All you have to do is let go. All you have to do is sit quietly. It's not something you seek. It's not something you read. It's not something that you go look for. It's just about relaxing and tuning in. But we only are asked to do this. We only really look for it when we are having a very difficult situation. If we're happy and life is wonderful, we don't need God. We don't need the divine. We don't need our angels, right? Because life's great. Life's wonderful. I don't care about any of that. It's when we have those difficult circumstances that we start seeking, that we start asking, that we want more. So doesn't that tell you that these situations are exactly what life is about? That this is what we need, are these difficult times, these hardships, these heartbreaks, the longing, depression, grief, loss, all of those things. Those are really what life is about. They're challenging us to ask the questions that we would not normally ask. And what I'm hearing from your guides is really ask the question, connect with the divine, and you're not going to find it outside of yourself. Do some meditating and remember to let go. Let go. Because when you let go of everything, you can have anything. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm going to wrap it up here. Excellent work, Ingrid. Thank you, Nathan. Beautiful advice. Thank you, Emily. I'm so glad you guys were able to come on Facebook and enjoy this live feed with me in my little fairy stuff today. I really love talking to you guys, and I'm so glad that I could help. You know, I do classes, I do one-on-one sessions, I have my free Tuesday night Reiki group. I try to make myself available in every way that I can because I want to save the world. Okay, you got me. No, I really do want to help people, and I do it in a way that's easiest and you know, most efficient. So I hope you enjoyed, and I really do want to hear from you. So if you want a one-on-one session, you can do that with me too, you know, and you can get my full attention for half an hour or an hour, and we can do some really serious, deep work. So don't be afraid to book a session with me. It's really not that expensive, and you will definitely get a lot more one-on-one time. All right, so I want to say goodbye for now, and I hope to see you guys on Facebook. Feel free to share this feed and let people know if they want to tune in next time. I'm going to be posting when I'll be on again, so try to catch me then. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I love you all. Fairy wishes. Bye-bye.